Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can quickly create a slideshow in Canva, just like that, with your videos, with your pictures. And I'll show you exactly how that works now. First, we go to the Canva website and create a new project there. In this specific example, it will be a landscape video. Now we have our blank canvas, our timeline. The first thing we need for our slideshow is to choose a background. I think this nice wood texture here isn't bad, so let's go with that. Now let's go down here to the timeline and make the whole thing a bit longer. I'll set it, let's say, to 45 seconds. And the really interesting thing about this is I've already prepared a few things for us. For example, I already have a detailed list here of video clips and images I took last year when I was traveling in Venice, Italy. As you can see, are these the images? And now I want to make a slideshow out of them. And how that works is actually quite simple. We'll navigate right over here to this section and conveniently add all of your assets using simple drag and drop. The very first thing I have here is a high-quality video file that I previously created with Google Studio. You can also check out my other detailed videos that I made about this specific topic. And if you take this animation of St. Mark's Square, you can simply hover your mouse over it at the top. Also right from the beginning. And now I'll shrink the whole thing. After all, it's supposed to be a kind of slideshow. So far so good, but I don't really like the frame. So now I'm going to make a slightly thicker black frame here. Exactly. And that's how it looks then. Let it play. Exactly. That's exactly how I wanted it. Now I'll just check a bit to make sure the Vidada isn't in edit mode. And when we export it, it already looks much better. All right, that covers the very first item on our list. Now I'll go ahead and capture a few more of these photos from my list. For example, right here in front of me, I have a picture of Markusplatz itself. I'll drag it over here now. Up to the top. This is because I want it to be positioned directly above the video right here. I'll make the whole thing smaller again and place it a bit over the top. It can be a little imprecise. So far, so good. And here I'll also go ahead and mention to you that I would really like to have a border again, just like in the video that we saw earlier. And what does that look like? Let's go over here now. It is not looking quite so nice just yet because the animation is still missing. We will add that now by simply saying, right here, we click on it once again and go to Animate. And here we have a wide variety of different animation options. You can choose from quite a few different things right here. Personally, I really don't think it's a bad idea at all if we use exactly this specific flip-in effect right here. Bam. And then let's move it a bit further over here to the side and make it just a little bit smaller. Exactly, so far so good, and now let's tilt it a little bit more, just a tiny bit at an angle to finish it off. Now let's make it the same length as in the video so that it overlaps. By the way, I did the same thing with the original video. Let's just drag it a bit longer on the timeline. Oh, right, that's not possible. Well, it's a video, but for now, let's just leave it as it is. How does that look? I'll play it back. Bam. Now, theoretically, it continues. Now, I'll take the next image that I prepared. I'll drag it in here as well. Again, it's a picture from Markusplatz. Sometimes it takes a moment. Exactly. At this moment, it just takes a bit longer. We'll drag it in here. That makes it faster. And then we'll drag it up. First up to here, then up one more level. No, it doesn't like this one. But it has to. Let's go to the left first, and bam, there we have it. Yeah, Sometimes you have to fiddle a bit with the web interface. Experiment. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to, as you just saw. So far, so good. Now we have this here, and now we'll adjust it the same way again. We'll shrink the image, place it here. I'll go ahead and add a border again. And to make it look significantly more stylish and appealing, and perhaps even noticeably larger in its overall scale, I'll rotate it again, but like this. And how does that look now? All right, let's play it. We start with the first one, and then move to the second one. Now we've noticed that the animation is missing, so go ahead and click on it right here. Navigate over to the Animation tab, and then simply go ahead and select the same one we just chose for this element. Exactly just like that. And again. And as you can see right here, it actually doesn't look too bad. That's already perfect. But actually, well, to be honest, it's totally okay. Now I could just take a moment to go ahead and say, I'll pick another different picture again. I'd say, let's just take this very specific one right here. I'll try to drop it right in here. Sometimes it acts up just like it is now. So we'll just carefully put it here. Sometimes it does not always work immediately. So now we will place it right up here on top. Repeat the same thing again, then scale it down a bit. And now we are going to add a border to the side once again. Boom, let's increase the scale to enlarge it a bit more. And then we can add a rotate effect. So as you can see, this makes it look quite a bit different than it was before. And then finally, it ends up looking like this. All right, let's put it over there. And let it play again. You can clearly see how it now overlaps. And of course, you can tell a story with it or add music in the background. As you can see, I've now added another video here. It's got something to it. Yeah, so in the end, it's actually not a bad experience at all. The bottom line is when it comes to quickly creating a slideshow, Canva really is fantastic, incredibly efficient, and remarkably quick. So you don't have to do much except for gathering and organizing all of your different video sources together. In fact, that is exactly the same process that I always follow myself. That's why you should always put everything in one folder, just like here. Put it all together. And by doing it that way, I always have a clear overview of exactly what I want to use. Then I simply drag and drop it into the project and edit it afterwards. And yes, you could also go ahead and do that right here if you really wanted to. Of course, we could now add some custom text, for example, beautiful vacation videos from Venice. No? Or we could say, hey, I don't really like this, so I'll just add a filter over it to completely change the look. But when all is said and done, this is exactly what I want to have here. Shall we make it bigger? And this is how it looks in the preview. It's not bad at all. That is precisely how I wanted it. Well, that's it already. A short video showing you how to create a slide effect with Canva. See you next time.